Hi, welcome to Holly Ridge School. My name is Susan Shrader, and I am a special education teacher here. I primarily work with students in math and science in grades 4, 5, 6, and 7. Today's lesson is going to have students from 7th grade math. They are all students who have individualized education plans, and today's lesson is going to be an equip math lesson, which is designed to help them to bridge some gaps in their understanding, develop a conceptual understanding that will support them for future learning, and help them to practice their skills and be prepared for the next unit of study. They are currently in 7th grade working in Module 3, which includes expressions, equations, and inequalities. Today's equip lesson is going to take a little bit of a review first in combining like terms, and then we're going to go into some writing equations and some using substitution, which is all supportive of their future learning for algebraic expressions. Throughout this lesson, I expect that you will see students engaged, holding academic discourse with each other. And by the end of this lesson, I expect that students will be able to write equations and use substitutions to analyze given expressions. Hey guys, today we're going to start with a review of combining like terms. But they do have some similarities. What similarities do you see?
I see two of them. I see like how it has a 10x and a 2x.
Oh, yes, 10x and 2x. Can somebody respond to Trevor?
And there's two numbers without x's.
Like so, like there's a negative, there's a like a single 4 and there's a single 7.
Yeah, single 4 and single 7.
Okay, Imari, what's special about the 4 and the 7? Do you notice anything about them?
They don't have X beside them.
There's no X beside them. They don't have a close variable.
Variable.
They do not have a variable. Oh, I love it. I love it how you said. How would you combine those terms? Right now we have how many terms? Let's count.
1, 2,
1,
3, 4.
2. Good. We have 4 terms. Do you think you could make 2 terms
Yeah.
from that?
4 and the 10. Do the 10 and the 2.
And what would that result be?
Something.
10x plus 2x would be.
Would be
12x.
Okay. How many terms do we have now?
We got 3.
We have 3. Could we get it down to 2 terms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something that's still like
Yeah,
terms?
Add 4 and 7.
Add the 4 and the 7.
Imari, what do you think about what Caleb just said? Why would we add 4 and 7 and not 4 and 12x? It's not the same.
No,
Very
it's
good.
Blank number.
A variable.
A variable.
Good.
I
I
see-
like
I was
how
trying to
that.
help
I see that you guys have picked up a lot more of that than what we initially had last week, and that is fantastic.
Can I read it?
Please.
Okay. Lily Buzz driver buys 5 shirts, and each shirt costs the same amount of money. She spends a total of $22.50. What is the cost of each shirt? How would you know? How do you know?
How much is one shirt?
Oh, I want you to think about what math do you think we need to do in order to solve unit rate for 1 shirt? Are we saying that there are 5 shirts and each shirt
No.
costs $22.50?
No.
No, we're saying that all together we spent how much? $22.50, but for that we bought 5
more.
shirts. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so Caleb, what did you determine is the cost of 1 shirt?
$4.50.
I need to know, guys, do you agree or disagree? Show me with your hand. Agree or disagree? Okay, so you agree. How did you guys know that your answer was $4.50?
We're working in halves, and a half of $1 has to be 50 cents.
How can we say that in terms of money?
Well, we can say that in terms of money.
How much money is that?
$4.50.
Very good, Imari. Okay. What does that word inequality mean? If equality means it's equal, then inequality means it is
not equal.
It is not equal. Very good. This says 2x equals 8. This says equals, right? So is this an inequality or an equality?
Equality.
It is equality, okay, good. Which of the statements is true? Could x equal 4?
Yes.
2 times 4 equals 8. What is the left side equal to? 2 times 4 is 8.
8.
The right side is already solved. It already says equals 8.
Mm-hmm.
Are both sides of the equal sign
Yes.
true?
Yes.
Yes.
Does 8 equal 8?
Yes.
Yes.
I want you guys to substitute x for 8 in the original equation. Okay, so Imari, what is 2 times 8?
16.
Good, 16. Does 16 equal 8?
No.
Oh, Caleb said already, just automatically, no way. Why?
Because it's 2 times 8.
It's too big. Like, that's not the same answer you want.
Very good. Now, I want to ask you guys this. Would it be reasonable to think that if we substituted 16 in,
No.
that it would equal 8?
No, it would just be too big.
It says consider the numbers 0, 4, 7, 9, 13, 24, 28, and 36. Those are the ones we're going to use for our substitution. Which of these numbers, if any of them, does this mean that there is definitely one there?
No.
No, it says if any, so there may be
None.
none that are correct. But which of these numbers, if any, make 8 2/10 W less than 14 16
I got a
a
question.
true number
What
sentence?
is, we don't know what W number is.
Oh, we're gonna substitute it,
Oh,
aren't we?
yeah.
We're gonna substitute it using one of our numbers to
Oh, yeah.
consider. If I substitute 0 in for W, 8.2
Less.
times 0 is,
0.
okay? 0 is 0 less than
Yes.
14 16.
Yes.
I want you guys to substitute another number. And if you reach a place where you think this is, I can stop, I want you to be able to tell me why you think you can stop. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're substituting in for W some of the remaining numbers. Got it?
And I do have a question.
Okay.
So, if I did this way, right?
Mhm.
I just did it this way. I put a 4 right there and I put that 4 down.
You have to multiply though. You have to multiply this. Which one will you do next? The 4, so we need to write down 8.2. The W is the part you're substituting. 1 second, Trevor. So you're substituting, which means you need a grouping symbol. Grouping symbol, and your next number was 4, Imari. Good, and then to finish the statement is less than 14.6.
Okay, and I just did 13. Wait, you got 13, so I'm going to 24.
Guys, so together we substituted 0 into that inequality statement. And we determined that if we substituted in 0, what happened?
It would just be.
It'll be.
Would it make a true statement, yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so we did get a result that was less than 14 16. Caleb, will you pick us up from there and talk about substituting with 4?
Oh, with 4 you can't because if you times 8.2 times 4, you get 32.8, and that's higher than 14.6.
Amari, when you substituted in 4, what did you get? You got more. You got more. You got more, why? Because 32 is more than 14.6. Very good,
I
guys.
realized I kept timesing the times, and this got bigger and
Oh.
bigger, and it wouldn't stop.
And what were we trying to make true? We were trying to
We're
make
trying to
it
make less.
Okay, so you realized, you caught yourself and said, what?
Mhm.
I'm just making
Bigger
a
numbers.
greater and greater result, which is making my statement true or false?
True. No, false.
False. How many of those numbers that we substituted actually made this statement true?
1.
1. What number was that?
0.
0. What if I put a 1 in as a substitution? What would the result
Yes.
be?
Yes, it will get a 1. It will get the same thing because anything that times 1 equals the same thing.
Which of these numbers are solutions to x plus 3 is greater than 5? So where are we substituting? What are we doing? We're substituting 0
Zero.
for the
X.
What is x plus 3, y'all?
X plus
X plus
Oh.
3.
It'll be
zero
3
plus.
still. Because if we do 0,
If we do 0 plus 3,
Zero
it's
plus
gonna be
3.
it's gonna be 3.
All right, guys, so if we're considering the numbers 0, 2, 8, 20, and 35, and we want to find a solution to x plus 3 is greater than 5. Let's substitute in 0 first. 0 goes in the place of which
Oh,
0
X.
goes in the place of the x. Good job. So x plus 3
Equals 3.
is greater than 5, and you guys are telling me that this equals 3.
Yes.
So 3 is greater than 5. Is that true or false?
False.
That is false. Why? Because 3 is
3 is less
Less
than 5.
than 5,
Anything
okay.
less than 5 is gonna be false.
perfect. Substitute in 2. It's like switching places with somebody on a basketball team. Some people are sitting on the bench and some people are
Playing the
on the
game.
court playing. And then later they're
They're
gonna do
gonna
what?
switch out.
So we are-
The people playing the game are gonna be on the bench, and the people on the bench are gonna be playing the game.
Very good, Trevor. So we are substituting players in and out of this game. Right now, 0 is back on the bench because we're not playing with him. We are playing with 2. Said it equals 5, and the statement, if I complete it, the statement completes as 5 is greater than 5. Imari, is 5 greater than 5? No, it's actually what? So let's look at 8. If we substitute in 8,
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be true.
it's gonna be, it's gonna be more, it's gonna be true. Why do you say that?
Because it's more than 5.
Because it's more than 5.
5.
So do I need to continue substituting out to make a true statement?
No.
Imari, why? Because when I substitute in 20, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be too big, right? It's gonna be too much. That's right. Very good. Thank you for saying that. Do you want to see those numbers again?
Yeah. 35 is way over 8, what we was using earlier. So, yes, it will be more.
It would be more. So would it be a true statement?
Yes.
All right, guys, in closing, one final question. How can we determine if a number sentence or an inequality or an equation is true?
I got
How
that.
can we tell it's true?
I got the answer for that. We
Okay.
can use a substitution to see if it's true. A
Substitution.
a
Oh, good
substitution.
job with that math word. It's kind of tricky. Number 3 is going to be your exit ticket for me. Number 3 is your exit ticket. Which of the following numbers are solutions to 30 is less than 75 minus n? Which number did you find to be a true solution of 30 is less than 75 minus n?
I found that 75 minus 8 equals 67. So that's going to be true because it's still less than
30 is still less than.
67.
Very good.
I found another, yes. 75 minus 35 equals 40. So yes, that'll be true. It'll be more than 30.
What did you do
Since
first?
75 minus 0 equals 75, it's true.
Was there any of the numbers that you considered for substitution that did not create a true
No,
statement?
they were all true.
They were all true. Guys, I'm so proud of you. During today's lesson, all 3 students were able to show their understanding of the material that was presented during this equip lesson. As I stated previously, this lesson was designed to ensure that the students were ready to meet the challenges of their future learning in 7th grade math. Being able to write the equations, being able to use substitutions to determine if statements were true or false, and also understanding, combining like terms. Those were 3 things that really are necessary in order for them to be successful 7th grade learners in math. After this lesson, students will continue their academic progression through grade 7, module 3, which is working again in equations, expressions, and inequalities. I believe that this lesson helped to ensure that my students are ready to face those challenges. Again, I appreciate you guys considering us for the Teacher of the Year, and I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon.